To all my men out there, my young men, look for women that have value in your life. So even when times is hard, when you're about to be tempted to go astray, you remember the value. It's the value that will keep a man grounded.
That's when I met this girl, her name was Zayza. She was so bad, I had to thank the Lord who made her. I got my shit together to amaze her. Told her it'd be lovely if she get to know me ASAP. I was kicking hella game like it was all good. That's when I noticed she was staring at another dude. A part of me was feeling like a damn fool, so I started to hit the handy like it's fruit juice. I guess I do it all for the team. That she make us feel like we can get anything that we want. Let me recall, later on that night she was giving me a call.
Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. I'm Zay.
I'm Obi.
Today you're gonna get to know a little bit about us. So Ruth is gonna be asking us some questions in the background. We're gonna be answering, so you know some information about us, and also like we're gonna talk about what to expect from our channel. So make sure that you subscribe so that you can keep up with us. And we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Supposed to take the count. No, dude. Whoa.
I don't know how to do
Whoa.
it. Do it again.
So let's start with, where do you guys live? Where are you from?
Started.
We are both from West Africa. Any West Africans in the house?
The diaspora.
Let us know where you're from. I'm from Cape Verde, Cabo Verde, a small island on the west coast of Africa.
Cabo Verde.
No, say it. Cabo Verde.
Cabo Verde.
Cabo
Verde.
Verde. Gosh.
She's from Cape Verde.
I'm from Cabo Verde.
Guess where I'm from. Guess. Just guess. You got it.
Where's he from?
Nigeria.
No, where's he from?
I'm from Nigeria, all of you. Okay. I'm from Nigeria, man.
Mm-hmm.
Lagos, Las Gidi, you know what I'm saying?
He's a Naija boy.
It's a big team, yeah.
And
What's
where
the
do you
next
guys live
question?
now?
We live in Brooklyn.
We live in Bedford, we live in Bedford, Stuyvesant.
You guys like about living in Brooklyn?
Brooklyn is just a vibe. Like, there's everything here. Like, first of all, anything you want to eat, you can find here. And that's like the number one thing I love about Brooklyn. But also like the energy, like there's so many creatives, young people here. Like, I'm from Boston, so Boston, Brooklyn, totally different. So that's why I love Brooklyn so much. Like, it just motivates me to get out and do shit because everybody here is doing something.
What do you like about living in Brooklyn, Obi?
Straight from Bedford, Stuyvesant, the livest one, representing Nigeria to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? As a hip-hop head, bro, every fucking real nigga, every hip-hop artist that has graced the mic ever in the genre of hip-hop that has been from New York, Brooklyn has been thorough. You know what I'm saying? From Biggie Smalls to Jay-Z to Big L to freaking Joey Badass to today, Flatbush Zombie. So it's mad inspiration from Brooklyn. It's mad culture. Moving from Nigeria and following and hiding and listening to hip hop and you know, hearing all these lyrics and didn't really know what he meant because I could not relate. And coming here, even drive past Marcy Projects where Jay-Z grew up, seeing all that shit in Brooklyn, you see, it's real. And coming through to Bedford, you see, Biggie grew up here. It just gives me chills, you know what I'm saying, to be out here in Brooklyn. So that's why I love Brooklyn so much. I used to stay in Queens.
And before that, he used to stay in North Carolina.
Hey,
So you went and shouted out all the Brooklyn greats. What type of creative are you?
I'm a hip hop artist, audio engineer, producer, lyricist, poet, you know, and just you know,
All the instruments in the back.
just a vessel of creation.
And what
man.
else do you do?
As corporate-wise in the professional world, I work in a financial law firm, and that's that.
Okay,
So we're very clear which one he's passionate about.
I'm a full-time math teacher, 7th grade. Been teaching for like 5 years now.
That brain is serious.
On the side, I have a hair care business, Zayza's Hair Care, where like I formulate my own products and sell them.
I used to have patchy beards.
Yeah,
when I started
y'all
using
should
the
have saw him
products.
before. He was
Look at my mane.
real
I used to have
rough.
little bald spots right here. Look at my hair. You know what I'm saying? Look at everything.
Thank God for Zayza.
Are each of your sign?
I'm a Scorpio. Like, what else would I be? The best sign. Don't you think?
I don't even know about signs. I just know my sign.
What's your sign?
I'm a Sag.
You're very compatible, I think.
Scorpios and Sagittarius, look it up. Let us know. We want to know. I'm in love with girls
let
that
us
like
know
to see Bacardi, shake and party, talk about
your
star
sign
signs.
in the comments.
Yo, every phrase that she has brought up, you know I have a song to it. That's something I should keep doing for y'all. Let me know if you like it.
Now we're gonna play a game where we're gonna ask each other some questions. And this game is inspired by the YouTube series Skin Deep, so check it out. That's where we got the questions from. So we are gonna pick from the stack of cards that Ruth made for us, and we're gonna ask each other, and then the next person will ask the other question. So we're not answering the same questions. Okay?
Who doesn't know that? Like,
All
All
right, let's
into
go. First question: when do you think I feel closest to you?
in the nighttime.
Okay, why?
Because you always like to lay on somebody's chest and hug it. Sleep, all that shit. So, yeah.
All right, your turn.
If this were our last conversation, what is something you want me to never forget?
First of all,
That is so sad.
right,
Skin deep,
Right.
what the fuck?
never want you to forget that I love you from the bottom of my heart.
I don't know.
In the hardest of times, what made you choose to stay with me? Have we had hard times?
I've had hard times. I don't know about her. I have had
Okay,
times
during your
when
hard times, what made you want to stay with me?
she was a cushion. I'm just. My hard times don't let me stay with her. Was once again the value. You know what I'm saying? I was unemployed for a very long streak of time, and you know it was just a lot of doubt. You know, a lot of double-mindedness, a lot of in and outs, especially being a creative. Or let's say I'm not a creator. You know what I'm saying? And being like an independent producer, artist. You know what I'm saying? Staying with her during my hard time was just like, yo, keep working on yourself and seeing her moving, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna make you want to be a bum. I'm from Africa, man. The man. Some men have 6 wives where I'm from. Some have 12. I couldn't even handle one. So you know what I'm saying? So all that ego, all that, and she just never made me feel incomplete. She just never made me feel less. She just always looked at me with the same eye she looks at me now when I have a job and I'm employed, and
And now look at us.
And now look at us. Our first time we met, what advice would you give yourself about dating me?
I would tell you that.
No, what would you?
No,
What I tell myself about dating you?
Yeah, what would you tell Zeza?
I was trying to tell you, right?
I've been to that mountain and I've come back.
I was about to tell you, but I would have told you about myself. I was getting ready.
Do both.
Okay. I would tell you that I'm difficult. I'm not an easy person to be with. I need love all the time. I need attention. No, for real though. I need a lot of attention, and I need to be told things. My love languages.
Her love language is
When we first met, and I sent him the love language quiz, and I know in his head he's like, what the fuck is this? But he only did it because he knew he was trying to get with me, so he did it anyways. But yeah, that was my way of telling him about me. These are the things that I need. But I think I would be even more specific, I need you to come to me and tell me and kiss me and do all of that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it took me a long time to tell you that. But what I would tell myself about you is just let go and enjoy him for who he is, rather than having that wall up.
You know what I'm saying?
How about that?
That's a fact. And actually, my love language is acts of service. Water!
Yeah. No, seriously? No, I would have told myself. I'm glad you brought that up, because at first, when we would date or whatever, he would come to my house and he would ask for specific, things. One time he needed to mail something, so he was like, oh, can you, write this on the letter for me and, package it real nice? Something like that. I think it was for your passport. And in my head, I'm not your mom. I was just thinking a lot of things. Why is he telling? But then when I learned and remembered that his love language was act of service, it made sense. But at first, I was definitely judging you. It's not just hey, can you? He would literally be like, I need you to. and if you don't know that that's his love language, it will come off as like, what, like, you're very like, but that literally, like, that's what makes him happy. Like, what was the first moment you knew I loved you?
Let it.
But when did you know, like, this girl loves me?
When I didn't have a job for like 6 months and she still put up with my shit.
That's when you knew?
That's when I was convicted. Like, who's this? Why would she do this for me? Or with me? Or I don't know.
I agree.
I don't know if it's a moment. I think it was a process to get to that point where I was just like, I love you.
When me and Obi first met, he was going mad hard, guys. Like, he was going mad hard, but in his head he was probably like, huh, we're just friends, whatever. Like,
no, not in my head. I was telling her, like, I don't want no titles.
Like, we would go to the corner store. It could be
this.
anywhere we go, and this man would, why did you pay for that? Like refund me and like pay for lavish things, and like even when I would go out with friends, he would like act like, you know, I got it. I'm gonna pay for everybody.
I got niggas out there watching this right now.
So that's why for me,
like
that's why for me, like after when he like left his job and was in between jobs, it was okay for me to do that because like he was doing all of that in the beginning. So yeah.
So anyway, first impression, man.
Yeah, that is true. I was very impressed. I was actually very uncomfortable.
Why?
I wasn't used to people like guys paying for stuff for me. I know. Weird, right? And I wanted to let you know that I got it. Like, I got it.
You know what I'm saying? I know there was chicken.
Shut up. But anyways,
shorty,
I want to tell the story about
cash.
when I knew that you
don't even have to
when
ask.
I knew that Obi loved me was actually the first time he said it. And this was the story. So we're home, we're chilling during the day, whatever, watching Netflix, cooking, blah, blah, blah. It was time for him to go to work. Mind you, this is like, we just started dating. Like, I don't even think we made it official, like, boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, we were still going on dates and things like that.
We're still not official.
So it was the whole day. We spent the whole day together, whatever. And he's like, okay, you gotta leave, gotta go to work. We're all sad. Like, he goes to the door and he goes, like, literally walked out the door. And he goes, and I'm sitting on the couch and he goes, Zay, can I tell you something? And I'm like, yeah, sure. He goes, I love you. And then he runs out.
When do you feel closest to me?
I feel closest to you like when I'm like anxious about something or like not happy about something. Like I'm just down. Like, you know when you have those days where you just get up and you know it's just like moody and like, like I'm just over it. Like nothing is going right. I feel like that's when I feel closest to you because you always have like really great advices and like you know how to pick me up and you know how to tell me things. Like, you know, even if it's like go watch this, go pray about it. Like I feel like those are things that I need to hear and you just always know how to say it. So I think I feel closest to you when I'm down, like when I'm not my best.
Interesting.
What is one experience you wish we never had?
God damn it, it's getting deep. This one is kind of personal, so I'll just say, I'll keep it light, you know. I think losing a baby.
Yeah, I agree. Next question.
When you think about the first time we met, what do you remember feeling? What was the reason?
Yeah, so
what was the science?
So the first time we met was actually at Patter's house. Obi and Jean, Obi's best friend, and they were just sitting there. And mind you,
We're
I'm
not
not
sitting
even.
there. I was standing.
No, you were. No, you weren't. You were sitting on the stool. I remember. I think it was you and Jean was like, "Oh, you have an accent. Like, where you from?" And when I said Africa, his eyes was like, "Oh my God, where?" He was in love.
I complimented her hair. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he said he liked my
like, I love
braids.
your braids.
I had like these really thick,
from?
long braids on.
She like.
And then,
I think I was about to guess, and she like.
No, you.
I guessed.
I don't even remember what you guessed, but it was wrong.
Yeah. The second time, she fucked around and came to my job.
Oh yeah, Obi used to work at this like really luxury building with a nice.
I took her to the
rooftop.
rooftop. We enjoyed the white man's accessories and facilities.
Yeah, we were taking pictures. We were taking pictures, and he was like suited up because for his job he had to be like suited up because it was real fancy and stuff.
So I was like, I remember my line. I was like, yo,
mind.
Zay, like every time I see you, it's always in a proper situation. Like we should hang out sometime.
And I was like, yeah, okay.
She was like, yeah, okay, call me.
Ain't
I was
nice.
like, you bet.
I did not say call me. He didn't even have my number.
She said,
liar.
on God, y'all. She
You
said,
didn't have my number.
on God, y'all. She said, just let me know. Just let me know.
That's what I said, but I didn't give you my number.
And guess what? I let her know. This is 2020.
He stalked
This
me
is
on
20.
Instagram.
This is 2018. Who needs your number? IG, baby. Y'all better get to fishing, man.
What do you think is the most
IG.
difficult thing for me in our relationship?
I'm just not a touchy person. Say there's the type of person you want to come back from work and just like throw your back like, babe, I missed you. Lip lock for like 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying?
And he's not like that at all.
And I'm just the type like, yo, what's goody? What's good, my nigga? Like, yo, let's get in the studio.
Making me sound like I'm supposed to be your bro. But anyways,
It's my nigga. If you could change one thing about our relationship, what would you change? I got the answer to that. I know exactly.
Okay, so we're both gonna answer. I would go first.
I know what I would
If
change.
I could change, it would be his affection. Like
It's
I would
been a long.
Also change, like I like when we have experiences and we're adventurous. So I would like add more of that, like like more trips, more.
Me? I would change nothing, nada.
Zilch.
Fuente. Nothing.
Why?
Because I know that we are growing, we are elevating, we are on a journey to perfection, we're on a journey to becoming, and growing, raising a family, all that stuff, man.
Oh, I would also add another
all the things
dog.
the past brought is a lesson for the future, and it's just making us more well-rounded and more in sync. So I would change nothing. Nada.
I would add another dog.
A friendship.
A French.
What do you hold at the center of your relationship, and what led you to prioritizing that?
To all my men out there, my young men, look for women that have value in your life. So even when times is hard, when you're about to be tempted to go astray, you remember the value. It's the value that will keep a man value. The value that, Zayza brings to my life. On top of her beauty, on top of her smarts, she's a math teacher, you know what I'm saying? on top of her business acumen, it's just like the value, And I feel like to all my men out there, my young men, look for women that have value in your life. So even when times is hard, when you're about to be tempted to go astray, you remember the value. It's the value that will keep a man grounded.
The value in moments and in the person itself.
The value in the person herself. The value, you know what I'm saying? What value does she add? What value does she bring?
For me, I definitely hold God is one. And because this is actually like my first relationship where like I've spoken to my partner about God or explored the idea of like being comfortable with learning spirituality.
What led you to prioritizing?
Obi has done a great job at like teaching me about God, but also like pushing me to like foster a relationship, which I value that a lot in our relationship. I also value healthy conversation. That is really important to me because like growing up, I've seen a lot of unhealthy relationship because of communication. So to me, like us having a strong communication and being able to communicate with each other about anything, it's important to me. So yeah.
What did it take for you to feel secure in the relationship? And take that question however you want.
You want to go?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like from the beginning, based on the conversations that we had, I've always felt really secure and safe with Obi. Like his energy, the things that he would say when I asked him, like anything, I just really felt secure and safe. Like it was a natural feeling. Like, and obviously, like we had conversations about like times where I haven't felt secure or safe, and thoughts of what he thinks about that, or if he's been in situations, and just his answer and perspective of like how he responded is like important to you, like making your partner feel safe and secure.
No, I'm just that type of person naturally. I just have no walls of judgment, no walls of like, I just actually move to know people innately, you know what I'm saying? And me meeting Zayza, I mean, I was attracted to her from the jump, According to her, she was not even looking at me like that or seeing me like that. But I was attracted to her from the jump. So, we gotta come correct. You know, you want somebody, you gotta come correct. So, you know, I just like wasn't my P's and Q's, and was just like making sure like the person that you're really interested in is interested in you for all the right reasons, and not trying like being fake, not like, you know, being a facade, but just actually just being your true self. And if you want something to be long term, what's the point of faking then for her to realize this was not you all along? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying authenticity is like key. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself, and if she likes you for who you are, that's a plus. That's it. You win. You know what I'm saying? And if she doesn't, you don't lose either. She just doesn't like you. So it's on to the next one.
Thank you for coming up with the idea. Thank you for, you know, the cards.
Thank
from
you
the series.
for helping us start this new escapade, and for bringing this little vibe.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
make sure you share, you follow, you subscribe. Again, like, this is new for us, so we want to see like how this go. Let us know if you like it. Ask us any questions that you have for us in the comment, and we'll be sure to like respond.
We'll be doing a lot of touring, less talking. All verbs, less words.
Guys, Sai, come say bye. Come here.
Bye. Bye.
It's one for you, it's one for this money I could spend on you. Baby, don't you know I send it all for you? Nah, diamonds up tonight.